Welcome to my latest case, The Secret of the Old Clock. To start, choose Junior or Senior Detective. If you're new to adventure games or need some help, click on Tutorials.
I imagine I would have done Senior because of my skill level, but we'll try Senior again. May or may not have.
The year 1930. The place, the road to Titusville, where we find Nancy Drew behind the wheel of her blue roadster, pondering this question. Why did Emily Crandall, a girl whom Nancy knows only through their mutual friend Helen Corning, ask Nancy to drive all the way out to the Lilac Inn to see her? Does it have something to do with the fact that Emily's mother died barely a month earlier, leaving Emily to run the restaurant with only her guardian to help her? And more important, why, when she called, did Emily sound so desperate? The spunky teenager turns off the main road, blissfully unaware that Emily isn't all that waits her at the end of the driveway. No, Nancy Drew is about to get her first taste of the mystery, intrigue, and adventure that are to become her destiny.
Wow, look at these graphics. Oh man, I hope this holds up well. Look at these. I have $3.50. I imagine back then maybe it was more, but you could buy maybe like a coffee now. Got my notepad. Dad's rules of the road. Watch out for the fuel gauge so I don't run out of gas. Avoid potholes so I don't get a flat. Use the spare to change the tire if I do get a flat. And never ever drive without a spare. Find a gas station, get the tire fixed, and go on the road. Number, George's number, and that's about it. I guess we'll get right into it. Checklist. Oh, Senior Detective, don't get a checklist. Well, that's alright. And we got our tools. We got a map. So it looks like we're in Titusville. Alright, well, no need to delay. Let's just get in there. Oh. Yeah, the moving functions are a little different, that's for sure. Got the little arrows. Alright. Oh, a new telephone. We'll leave that for now. There's a cat. That's just you. Okay, we got somebody. Let's see what's going on.
Well, hello. I'll bet my bloomers you're Nancy Drew.
That's right. Are you Emily's guardian?
You got it. I'm Jane Willoughby. I'm Emily's guardian, but only for the next 3 months until she turns 18. Then she's on her own.
It smells like someone's been baking pies.
Pies are the Lilac Inn specialty. We get orders from all over. Oh, that reminds me, your father called. You're supposed to call him. You can use the coin phone on the porch. Emily didn't say anything about you coming until just this morning.
It's just so funny because in all the newer games we have a cell phone. Makes sense. We're using a coin phone. Alright.
She didn't?
Don't get me wrong, she can invite anybody here she wants. It's just that she's gotten so darn forgetful lately.
Maybe she's just, still thinking about her mom.
She misses her mom, that's for sure. So do I. Gloria and me, we were best friends, The two of us ran this swell little dress shop over in Capital City. But then she got hitched and I didn't. And the next thing I know, she's writing me saying it would sure take a load off her mind if I could take care of her little girl should something ever happen to her.
Emily's father?
Died in the war. Cantigny, I think. Anyway, I couldn't say no. I mean, what are best friends for? I just wish I knew how to help Emily.
Help her do what?
She's been acting so... Look, go talk to her. She probably just needs to spend some time with a bear cat like you instead of some dumb Dora like me. Go on up, she's in her room. Just make like a Boy Scout and be prepared.
I will say, now that I've played more of the games, I like the skip chat function a lot. This, you have to bear with it. But hey, they put a lot of work into it, I guess, right? Wow. Look at all these graphics. We got a clock, we got a door, we can't go in here. Spinning around the room. Got a door. Oh, we got a parlor or a lobby. Check it out. Oh, I think she said we're supposed to go upstairs though, so let's just do what we're supposed to do for now.
Nancy, hi. Welcome to the Lilac Inn. Oh, and before I forget, thank you for that nice note you sent me when Mom died. It meant a lot to me.
Well, I lost my mom too, years ago. I kind of know how you feel.
You and I may not be best friends or anything, but you're still one of the nicest people I know.
Well, thank you.
That's why I'm hoping you'll do me a favor. A big favor. You and your dad.
What kind of favor?
Shh!
What's wrong?
I thought I heard something. Your father has a safe, right?
You need to put something in a safe?
See this jewelry? I'd like you to take it home with you and put it in your father's safe.
It's beautiful.
It was my mother's. The few times I saw her wear it, she looked just like a movie star. I was hiding it here in my room, but all things considered, I'd feel a lot better if you would just take it home and have your father lock it up in his safe.
Why can't she get a safe? She's gonna be 18.
What do you mean, all things considered?
Strange things have been going on around here. That's all I can say. I know it sounds loony, and Jane probably told you that I've been acting loony, but please do this for me.
Explosion.
What was that?
Emily, come downstairs, quick! The kitchen's on fire!
Come on, we better get out of here.
Oh my god. We've been here for what, maybe 5 minutes? There's a fire.
This is horrible, just horrible!
Oh no. Okay, well the whole place
The
is
fire
burned
chief
down.
says
That's
the
good.
stove was completely destroyed and there's smoke damage everywhere. The inn will have to shut down for months, maybe even for good.
I think she's overreacting just a little bit. Let's see. Won't the insurance
Will insurance
damage?
cover the damage?
I asked the fire chief the same thing. He said there could be a problem.
What kind of problem?
It looked to him like one of the burners on the stove had been left on. The flame either went out or was never lit, but anyway, something made a spark and boom. He said insurance companies are very reluctant to pay out when things look hinky, and that's when times are good.
Who was in the kitchen this morning?
Emily was the last person to use the stove. Like I said, she's been real forgetful lately.
she know that?
I think she's pretty upset, but it's not her fault. What with her mom passing away barely a month ago, and me showing up, this total stranger who doesn't know the first thing about kids or running a restaurant, and her trying to do everything all by herself. It's just too much, that's all. Who wouldn't go a little off their nut? I better get that. The line to the regular phone got burned up in the fire, so now the only phone we got is the coin phone on the porch. Excuse me.
Not the coin phone.
no!
Emily?
Oh, we're running. We got some speed, guys.
My mother's jewelry! It's gone! Someone must have stolen it while we were all downstairs.
Why did it take
I knew something like this was going to happen. I just knew it.
Imagine you're going to go steal all this jewelry, and there's so many little pieces in a box. Why would you take each one out individually? You can just take the whole box.
You mean this sort of thing has happened before?
Yes. No. I'd rather not say, but I will say this. I did not leave the stove on. That fire was not my fault. Oh, what am I going to do? Without that jewelry, I don't have a prayer of paying for a new stove, and without a stove, I'll have to sell the inn, and if I lose the inn... I wish Mom were still here. I wish Josiah Crowley had left us the money like he always said he was going to. That's what I wish.
Who's Josiah Crowley?
He was this old man that lived next door. He died last year. He spent most of his time here at the inn, and he led my mom and me to believe that he'd left a lot of money for us in his will. He gave us a clock, and afterwards, he'd always point to it and get this little twinkle in his eye and say, "Time will tell." But when they finally found his will, he didn't leave us a penny.
Did he have any family?
No, he always said Mom and I were his family. Josiah was kind of a screwball. One time he showed up at my birthday party dressed as my great-aunt Harriet. I didn't know it was really him until 2 days later. Anyway, he had all these weird hobbies, and he always thought it would be really keen to read minds. Josiah invited Richard Topham to move in so Topham could help him develop his paranormal powers right there in his house. Josiah was a sweet old man, and I do miss him. And he was free to give his money to whomever he wanted. But to get our hopes up like that, and then leave us nothing? It just wasn't like him.
Oh my gosh, there's so many questions. Okay, let's ask one. And then...
How many people knew you kept your mother's jewelry in here?
No one. Well, Jane, my guardian, she knew, but I didn't tell anyone else.
So Jane is the only one who knew about this jewelry. Who else but Jane? We'll just
Where is Richard Topham now?
He still lives in Josiah's house, which is right down the path out back. His house and the inn were built at the same time by two brothers during the Civil War.
Was your mother's jewelry insured?
Gosh, I forgot about that. I don't know. Jim Archer, I bet he'd know. He's our banker. I guess I should go talk to him.
Yeah.
You don't sound very happy about it.
I'm just so bad at business things. And Jane, my guardian, she tries hard, but she's no good at it either. Maybe you could go talk to him. Please? It would be such a big
The only
help.
options
Sure.
Sure.
He runs the Main Street Bank. You can't miss it. I'll call him and tell him you're coming.
I'll be back in a little bit.
Don't forget to call your father.
From a sleuth to a financial advisor, we're doing it all now. So we got her little bedroom. Let's see what we can find in here. Nothing over there. Oh. Okay, not yet. Maybe can't go looking at things if she's there, right? There are some rules. Don't want to be poking around places we shouldn't be. Just the music. Alrighty. Is there anything else exciting here? We got a photo, we got some shoes. Book. Always so much reading. Oh boy. Well, we know where it is. We'll come back to it. We got a lot of interesting art around here. I wonder if she chose... I forget what year we're in, but styles have changed.
Is this your sewing machine?
Actually, that belonged to my mom. She and Jane used to be dressmakers. Mom was going to teach me how to use it, but she never got the chance.
Alright, so you're gonna make a sewing machine. I'll probably be making something at some point. Dresser, umbrella, photo. I don't know how long this bedroom. I'm surprised that she lives in the inn that she lives at, or is that normal? I really don't know. Got lots of good photos. Oh yeah, I want to check if this room. I want to see this all dark. It doesn't seem like a very big inn, but I guess there are some areas. Oh. The game. Oh, I don't know what these puzzles are called, but they're a lot of fun. We gotta get the bird into the other side. Let's see how quickly we can do it. Or how efficiently, because I've already messed up. Kind of. It's not going well. Okay. We'll move all this over. And then move some more things around. Sometimes when I watch other people do things, I just see the way that it's supposed to go, and then I want to make it happen faster, but that may not be the case. We're stuck. Very nice. Maybe we should have chosen junior, not senior. That's what number one, and I can't even. Okay. There we go. Ready? What do we get?
Wonder what this mirror's doing in here.
And we got a mirror. There are parts of the game that I kind of remember from the few times I have played, but some of them, like I know what the mirrors are for, but I don't know when they have to use them and forget how to use them. But it's gonna come in handy. So we got our mirror now. Okay, so all the items go in there. We got for example, a circle with the arrow means that something. Okay. So we have a cat on the front porch, meaning that a kind woman lives here. Maybe it's a dead woman. I'm not really sure. course, but it's cool when they put real life things into the game. So we're going around the room. We still got living room. Oh, we got some sort of game. Let's see what this is all about. So it's a game based on the Midnight Forest Dream of William Shakespeare. So we're really going back here. They're really tying a lot of things into this game, right? So we have to pay money. We have like only $3. I don't know how we're gonna. Okay, but first we're gonna have to make some money. So then we can play all these games. It's only 5 cents, but in this game, I don't know how hard it's gonna be to. We'll take a while. Let's just try it. Alright. We have to get the colored blocks into the right squares. Seems simple enough to me. This isn't the first kind of game like this, so let's just take a while and see. Oh, I might have already messed up. Got one, guys. Got one. Oh, I think I messed up. But let's just go with it. Let's just see if we can. I did mess up. This is another one of those situations where you're watching, you know exactly how to do it. Okay, I think I know this one. We gotta go up. Yeah. Got 2. Well, now we have 2. And now we only have to do a little more work. Red. Okay, so we're gonna do all the way around the border. One more time, and then we should be good to go for the red one. But I don't know, maybe I can do that in order. I don't know how I'm gonna get this last one. Yeah, I think I did it the wrong way. But now we know blue is not last. So we'll come back to this. A lot of things that we're coming back to. But look, now we only have $3.45. Ugh. I feel like money's not gonna be easy to get when it's such a small denomination. I don't know. Let's just go outside and let's see what we're gonna do next. So we got this clock over here. This phone. Coin. Oh no, it costs more money, guys. Okay. But we do have to hold that.
Drop a nickel into the slot, please. There we go. Now, how may I be of service?
It's called Carson Drew.
I'd like to talk to Carson Drew. His number is KL57187.
Hang on a minute.
Carson Drew speaking.
Hi, Dad.
Well, I see you got to Titusville okay.
Alright, let's see.
The car ran like a top.
It ought to. That's a fine car.
saying,
You
they're
treat
so
it well,
old
it'll
school, huh?
treat you well.
I was told that you wanted me to call.
I need to get some documents from a colleague over there. I thought since you were in the area, you could pick them up, save him paying postage.
Sure. What's the address?
He said he'd just leave them for you at the telegraph office. Just drive into town and look for Tubby Telegrams. He said you can't miss it.
Will do.
I really wish I knew
These
what you were
papers
doing
are
with them.
extremely
Telegrams.
important, Nancy.
I will pick them up, Dad.
I wonder
Good.
if some people know
Remember,
how to
watch your
telegram
gas
us nowadays.
gauge and get gas when you're low so you don't run out. And try to avoid potholes. The more you hit, the likely it is you'll wind up with a flat.
Yes, Dad.
And if you do get a flat, take it off and put on your spare, and then head straight to a gas station and get it fixed.
Yes, Dad.
All right, lecture over. Have you found out
Hey,
why
pretty
Miss
good job,
Crandall
though.
asked you
Teaching
to
me some good
visit?
skills there. I mean, you gotta give it to the writers. They
I'd
did-
rather not go into it right
they did a
now.
little bit of
All
effort
right,
to
but in the
conversation, but
meantime-
there.
I know. Pick up those documents.
That's my girl.
Goodbye, Dad.
Take care.
Alright, so we spend more money. We're gonna have to find a way how to make some money. I know there's a way. I don't remember how. What's this? Pies! Oh boy, there's so many type of pies too. I think my favorite pie would be maybe lemon meringue. I don't know. There's so many types. So it looks like we have cherry pie, blueberry pie, chocolate pie. Ooh, maybe like a strawberry rhubarb. I haven't made any of those, but some people I know have, and they're delicious. Okay, so at least maybe that's how we're gonna make the money. Maybe we're gonna make pies. Maybe we're gonna pick ingredients. but we don't want to do that yet because we saw. Oh no, we need to go to the bank. Oh. Her life is so busy. We have to be the banker, we have to get telegrams, all these things.
That car I saw before is gone.
And we have to be a detective. Oh boy. Okay. We're driving, guys. Oh, we're driving. There's a pothole. Okay. I don't know where we're going. So let's get in our map. Okay, good. Take out the map while we're on route. No GPS is this stuff. So we're going to the bank. And we are at the end. So we're going up and over. Let's just stay on both our drives. Take this. You know what? Driving has never been more fun. I'm gonna have to be like a little less typical
Hello, I'm looking for Jim Archer.
Right through that door. Hello, are you Nancy Drew?
How does everyone know who we are? I know it must be a small town.
It sounds like Emily called you.
Yes, ma'am. Jim Archer. I'm
But
founder,
also
president,
creative
manager,
family.
and just about everything else you can name when it comes to this fine enterprise.
Did Emily tell you why I'm here?
She just said you were coming and that she'd appreciate it if I would talk to you. Terrible thing, losing her mother like that, then being saddled with that restaurant, especially now.
The burnt down.
What do you mean?
Ever since the stock market crashed, one business after another has closed, including banks. President Hoover keeps saying that a recovery is just around the corner, but you have to wonder.
Is your bank doing okay?
I'm happy to report that we're doing just fine, thank you. Excuse me. Main Street Bank, Jim Archer speaking. No, I don't. I'm sorry, but... Yes, I
I
know,
like how the bank
but...
actually has a piggy bank.
All
on the
right,
back.
then just
And the
bring it
attention to
by.
detail is pretty funny. Uh-oh. What's wrong?
Sorry for the interruption. How can I help you?
Do you happen to know whether the jewelry Emily inherited from her mother was insured?
Well, I know for a
I know the
fact that it was
conversation is the whole
not.
point of the
Why?
game,
Because
so that we can,
someone
get
snuck into the inn
information, but
today and
I just wanna
stole
look
it.
around, that's
Oh,
what I think.
no. I heard there'd been
I
a
don't wanna
fire
get
in the
safe for
kitchen,
the- I
but
don't wanna get insurance
when it
for the
rains,
jewelry,
it
so-
pours, doesn't it? I told Gloria not to let that policy lapse.
Ooh, she did.
Why did she let it lapse?
She felt that since Josiah Crowley would be leaving her a large sum of money when he died, or so she thought, paying to insure her jewelry just wasn't necessary.
I don't know.
How well did you know Josiah
Even
Crowley?
if people
Well
say
enough
things
for him
like,
to name
you
me
have to
executor of
realize-
his will. An executor is the
May not
person
have
who
it.
makes sure the terms of a will are carried out.
Why do you think he wound up leaving Gloria nothing?
I have no idea. Truth be told, he'd given me the impression that I would be well taken care of when he passed on too. But when I finally read his will, it all went to top him.
This guy talks a big
Where did
game.
Josiah keep his will?
He's giving money
He'd
left,
hidden
right,
it
center.
in a
I wish I
chest
had
of
that
drawers in his house. It took me months to find it. When he named me executor, he said he'd tell me where it was hidden when the time was right. Whatever that meant.
How did Josiah die?
He was sitting in the public library reading when apparently his heart just decided it was time to stop.
What was he reading?
His favorite book, The
Such a weird
Makeup
question,
Secrets of
Nancy. Why
Lon
does it
Chaney.
matter what he was reading? Oh, maybe so that he... Okay, well, it was his favorite book. At least he died on a good note, all things
How
considered.
well do you know Jane Willoughby? You know, Emily's guardian?
Not well at all. Met her once or twice. Seemed a little flighty.
What was Emily's mom like?
Had a good head on her shoulders. Friendly, too. Having a big slice of blueberry pie at the Lilacan was always a real treat. It'd be nice if family could carry on the tradition, but times are just too tough. If she's smart, she'll sell before the bills start piling up.
Why doesn't he tell this to her?
The will you
Are we
found in
everyone's
Josiah's
financial
house.
advisor?
Is it possible that Josiah didn't really write it?
Well, the thought that it could be a forgery did cross my mind. But an expert verified that the will had been typed on Josiah's typewriter and signed in Josiah's hand.
But Richard Topham lived in Josiah's house. He had access to his typewriter, and he could have copied his signature.
As far as the law is concerned, the matter is closed, Miss Drew.
But it's possible that Josiah's real will is still out there. Are you sure he never gave you any clue as to where he'd hidden his will?
Whenever I asked him, he said he'd tell me when the time is right. Although, he got a safe deposit box here about 3 years ago.
They have safe deposit boxes here. Why didn't she get one here? Why does she need...
Maybe that's where his real will is.
Topham has tried to claim its contents, but he can't find the key.
Maybe he knows the real will could be in there. Only he wants to destroy it.
Now, Miss Drew, I wouldn't go jumping to any conclusions.
I guess I'll be going.
Nice talking to you.
That's what we're great at, though. We're great at jumping to conclusions without lots of information. Alright, so we're in the office. I already forget this guy's name. The banker. We cannot get in here.
Don't you ever use this typewriter?
That used to be Josiah Crowley's. It was the only thing he left me in his will. Naturally, it doesn't work. The keys always jam.
October 9, 1929. Dear Mrs. Sheldon, here is the trivet I said you could borrow for your party at Twin Elms. Please take care of it because I will want it back someday. Your friend, Josiah C. I wonder if Josiah ever got his trivet back.
No one's used this typewriter since Josiah used it. He's gone. He's gone. He's been here forever. Why has no one tried to fix it? I mean, these things are fantastic machines. Oh well, maybe it's because the bank's not doing a whole lot of business these days. They just don't leave it. Good to know though. We need to go get a trivet at some point. Anything else here? No. Enough money. Can we just take that money? That dollar will come handy.
Who's Clara?
Clara Pickford is this lonely old woman who comes in here every once in a while. Took a shine to me for some reason. Insisted on giving me that picture.
Man. Okay, I don't want to say too much because I know this game is probably based around whatever year. I should figure out what year we're in. But like this pose. Up with the little dot. Come on.
Where did you get this clock?
Josiah Crowley gave it to me. It stopped keeping time the minute he walked out the door.
Everything is broken. We have so many things to fix.
It would sure be nice to be able to open this thing.
Can we not just like get a little lock pick? There's no key. I'm sure we can pick the lock. I mean, we're Nancy Drew. We've got these skills. If not, we can learn them. Okay, so we have a clock that needs to be fixed. Typewriter that needs to be fixed. Safety deposit needs to be broken into. No, okay.
Is this your car?
Yes, it is. Bought and paid for.
This is the car we saw when we drove in. The banker was up the inn. I don't know who that woman is, but trouble. I smell trouble. Okay, so we're leaving the banker. We have no business here. At least not yet. We've got a lot of buildings we can go to. I wonder if we can just go to all visit.
Hello.
Shh! Do you wish to check out a book?
No, thank you. Bye.
Okay, so some buildings you can go in, have people. Some buildings are just... Oh, it's a telegram place. Let's check it
Something
out.
I can do for you?
Well, my name's Nancy Drew, and my father
Say
said
no
that...
more. You're here to pick up some papers. They're in that envelope.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Say, is that your roadster out there?
Yes, it is. Did I park somewhere I shouldn't have?
No, it's just that my regular driver never showed up today, so I've got no way to deliver all these telegrams. How would you like to earn some extra cash?
Oh, no,
You mean
guys,
you
this
want
is
me
our
to
job.
deliver them for you?
You've got a car, you're trustworthy, or at least your father thinks you are, so what do you say? I'll pay you 25 cents each time you complete a delivery. And you might even get some tips.
25 cents. That's not bad considering... Okay, the phone call's $5.
Okay, sure.
Great, you're hired.
Do you have an
Here,
option?
deliver this to Seymour out at Blenheim Nursery. Come back when you're done and I'll pay you and give you another telegram to deliver.
Great. See you in a little while.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so we have to go to all these places to make all this money. I'm not going to do it right now. But I'm writing it down because otherwise I'm going to forget. I know she's not writing it down in here. Let's see. We have a lot of notes considering we just started. I haven't been keeping track of this at all. Okay, so Jane is the guardian. Yeah. Stove. broken. Check. Went to the bank. Talked to them. Check. This is not a checklist, but I'm just a recap of what we've done here. Have to go talk to Tom Ham. He's the same thing. And then we've got a bunch of clockwork. Found some mirrors. We went to Tubby Telegram, so we were there. Got a job. We're employed now. We went to this town. We've already, met the fire crew for this fire. And we already have a job. Like, I wish life was this easy. Imagine you walk into a store, you pick up a package, and hey, you want to work here? Okay. I give you 25 cents for any package you deliver. Maybe like a job. Yeah. They sure have a note about the horse. I don't know why, but let's see if it comes in handy later. Alright, and let me look at our map up to. Oh, we got a package. To Seymour. Oh, they tell us where we have to go. I don't have to write it down. Good, because my memory is not that great. We also got a package from my dad. Oh, we can't open it right now. Well, let's just go home. And I hope I can figure out how to get home. Apparently cows block the road. They don't move. So we're going to take the long way back. Avoiding the potholes. Oh, and that's such a funny story. I ran over a pothole one time. And it actually destroyed 2 tires. So bad. But it was honestly such a bad spot. And I had to drive. There was nowhere for me to go. So if I didn't go over it, I would have been off the side of the road. But to summarize that story, I had to get my tires fixed. So if you can avoid potholes, Carson has a good advice here. Hey, oh, look, there's a bridge. I think we should go explore before we go. Do you look on the inside scoop? Oh, and we have a package. Can we open it? No. Okay, this game, I don't remember all the things. Okay, viewable items. So we got a package. We can't actually see what's inside the package. Maybe we have to give it to somebody. I wasn't listening to all the things. But I like this bridge. So we'll go over the bridge.
Got it. Looks like someone recently had a key appraised.
Was it a key for this clock, I wonder? Okay, so we're in 1930. This explains a lot. It's almost, that's what, 90 years ago? That's crazy. And another bridge. These are my favorite. It's a really dangerous bridge. So much to fun. And there's a little house. Imagine you have to bring your groceries all the way up this path to get to your house. You'd be super strong after all that. Okay, so this is the paranormal power guy. He's our... I forget what he is. We'll go find out. Knock knock? No knocking. There's no knocking in this game. We literally just go right in the doors. And no privacy, no announcement, just...
Over here, Miss Drew. Find the toy mouse and give it to Yuri, would you please? Otherwise, he'll just keep meowing. He hates strangers.
Okay. Okay, there's the cat.
What does this cat want?
So we gotta find... Is it just any toy? We can just find a little fish, find a little elephant. It's a cat toy. Let's get this cat happy with his little toy. Here you go, buddy.
nice of you to drop by. And thank you for walking instead of parking in the driveway. I'm expecting a pupil. I'd hate for her to have to park on the road.
How did you know who I was?
If one is to teach others how to develop and use their paranormal gifts, it's only logical that one must possess such gifts oneself.
I hope I'm not disturbing you.
I was in the process of trying to make these spoons move by using nothing but my own psychic energy. Have you ever focused sunlight through a magnifying glass until it was a minute yet searing point of light, Miss Drew?
Yeah, I guess.
You see, that's what I do with my cerebral emanations, my thoughts. I focus them until they're a beam of pure energy which ultimately disrupts and transforms the molecular force field surrounding the target object.
Oh boy. This guy's real.
And you can actually make objects move?
Yes. Well, on occasion. As I tell my students, increasing one's rate of success is simply a matter of practice.
Do you have a lot of students?
Oh, indeed. I take them through exercises designed to help them increase their output of phantasmic energy. If you want to sign up for an introductory session, I believe I have an opening today.
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
Oh. I'm afraid I'm busy, young lady, far too busy to engage in idle conversation.
When would be a good time for me to come back?
I'll be blunt, Miss Drew. I've discovered that the more time I spend with the, shall we say, intellectually unendowed, the more my cerebral pulsations seem to diminish. I'm afraid I cannot speak to you further unless and until you prove that you are worthy. That is, that your brainwaves are not unacceptably inferior and thus deleterious to mine.
How would I do that?
What I have here is an exercise in logic. If you can discern the correct solution, then I'll know that conversing with you will do me no psychic harm. You may take it with you.
Sort of. Well, let's see
Good
what
luck and good day.
Oh, he said good luck. Okay, I want to take a look at it. I want to see. Infinitely wet. No, I think I know this one actually. All wet.
That looks right.
Yeah. Oh, it tells you when you're right. Okay, we can't mess up this one. Alright, so we got Lod or Doll. You know what the answer is?
Am I smart or what?
How many more of these? Cross. Other known. Double cross.
I'm getting there.
I wonder if the puzzles are different for the junior and the senior, or if these are the hardest ones. Once again, this game is one of the older ones, so they had to make it, fun. Dry up.
That looks right.
Yeah. We're killing it. Big cheese. Literally big cheese.
Am I smart or
He
what?
assesses our intelligence based on these puzzles. Okay, let's see if he's like you.
Am I to assume that you have the correct solution to that logic problem?
I think I do.
Let's have a look.
He's gonna be so impressed with us.
Why, you appear to have indeed found the solution. Well, since you've proved yourself to be intellectually above average, which means talking to you should do me no harm, what would you like to talk about?
Are you kidding me? He really doesn't want to talk to us. Ooh, I'm gonna ask
Would it be okay if I looked around?
Go right ahead. The place is more like a museum than a house. Josiah was a man of many, many interests. I'll be right here if you have any questions.
So this was actually Josiah's house. For some reason his business is now here. Let's just take a look and see.
What do you do with these?
I put them on the windshields of cars parked in the area. Great advertising.
Ever put them on cars at the Lilac Inn?
All the time. I've gotten quite a few pupils that way.
The man on stage in this picture, is that Josiah?
Yes, that's from a production of A Midsummer Night's Dream that he directed and starred in. It closed after 2 nights, but he didn't care. He loved that play.
But the old school style, writing on the physical photo. Pretty great. So, Josiah is Puck. I don't know the Puck. Like, I don't know who Puck is yet. I'm sure we're gonna find out. Okay, what else? Yeah, bird up there. I mean, the art choice in this area in Spruance is a little questionable. Putting physics into work in the modern world. The modern world of 1930. Now we know. And once again, I'm not going to read well, but we know where it's here. We know it's here. Yeah, so if we need to know more about physics in the modern world, we'll come back to it later. And then music. This is the cutest little box. I wish they made these in real life. I would get one.
As you'll soon realize, Josiah's mental faculties were starting to go, I'm afraid. He tended to ramble. Very little of what he wrote in there makes sense.
This is what I need. I need a book to write everything down. My memory is also gone.
What are you when you win Bard Bounce? What poet is the cat's meow? What will Para, my miniature golf course, get you? What's Gloria's middle name?
Okay, this is gonna come again.
Becoder is in the ribbit. 2 to the right.
We're so far beyond this. We already know how to do the intelligence test. We didn't even have to find this book to do it. We're gonna have to find the trivet. Rivet? Trivet? Rivet? I don't know. I thought it was a trivet. But they say it's a rivet. We're gonna have to find that. We're gonna get that. Maybe make some electricity. Okay, there's a lot of things. Ooh, more carousel from another game. Okay, here's the trivet. So I think it is a trivet. I think maybe he was losing his mind. It was calling it a rivet. So Josiah was actually around in 1929. I think he died like pretty recently. It was only 1930 now. Can we not take the book? I want to take it. That's the other thing. We don't have a phone. We can't take photos of everything. I'd have to physically write it down, or we'll come back. Because you know what? It's here. This is how the game was meant to be played, I'm sure. And now I have to remember all these things. Oh boy, what is this? Some of these things you have to think, like in real life, if that was there, I would not be anywhere near that thing. Look at it. It's freaky. But, cool idea.
There's nothing of interest in there.
Okay, when they say there's nothing of interest in there, you know what that really means? I want to get in there. We'll have to probably wait for him to be gone. Or we're gonna have to sneak in or something. Oh, look, cause there's the Yuri. The cat Yuri, I think. We've got 4 clocks. Okay, so, makes sense. The game is called Secret of the Old Clock. Lots of clocks.
Was this Josiah's clock?
Everything in here was Josiah's.
Okay, we have knives. Oh, it's a matching game, right? Cheese. Clock. Oh. No? Oh no, this is gonna be another one of those things where you're like, I know exactly where you're supposed to go, and I just can't. Okay, rat. Oh boy. No clock hand? A bell? Hat? I don't even remember seeing a hat. No? Hat? What is that? Cheese? Cheese clock? I don't know. Okay, we got butterfly. These symbols don't really go together, so I'm not really sure what the theme of this puzzle is at.
When and how did you meet Josiah Crowley?
Last summer, while on my way to the university for a conference, I stopped for a bite at the Lilac Inn. Since it was crowded and I was in a hurry, I agreed to share a table with an elderly gentleman who, like me, was by himself. As soon as I told Mr. Crowley who I was and what I did, well, he insisted that I give him a training session that very afternoon, and was so thrilled with his progress that he demanded I stay and teach him everything I knew.
So it was his idea that you set up your school in his house?
Oh, I know rumor has it that I somehow tricked him into it, that I insinuated my way into his home, but
Yeah,
I
why would
assure
you just
you
let
that
this
was
guy
not
set
the
up
case.
shop in his home?
Were you surprised when you found out that Josiah had left you everything?
Delighted? Yes. Surprised? Not really.
But good
Josiah
for
was
him. He
all
does have
alone, you
useful
see,
people.
surrounded by people like the Crandalls and that banker, Jim Archer.
I mean,
People
hey,
who were
Josiah
nice to
liked
him
this
only
type of
because they
work.
knew he
That's
had
like pretty
money.
cool to be around it and learning about it.
What do you think happened to the key to Josiah's safe deposit box?
Josiah no doubt lost it. He had a terrible memory,
Maybe
poor
the
fellow.
paper key wasn't for the clock, for the safety deposit
What do you
box.
think is in the
Makes
safe
way more
deposit
sense.
box?
No doubt it's filled with the same thing as this house. Junk. But if it's junk, why haven't I gotten rid of it, you may well ask. Well, I know it's silly to hang on to Josiah's things, but he was a wonderful man, you see, and I just don't have the heart to get rid of them. Too sentimental for my own good, I guess.
I hear like a hint of like insincerity here.
Have you ever played Bard Bounce?
The game that's in the parlor of the Lilac Inn? Never. Such frivolities are an inexcusable waste of cerebral energy.
Oh my gosh, this guy doesn't even like to play games. What the heck?
Would you happen to know what Gloria Crandall's middle name was?
I haven't the foggiest.
It was nice talking
Okay,
to
so
you.
we're gonna have to figure
Drop
out what
by
those four
anytime.
things were.
Now what?
Nothing else? Okay.
It was nice talking to you.
The feeling is almost mutual.
Oh, he doesn't hate our guts anymore. That's good. So we're done in here. Oh, there's another house. Oh, a barn, a shack. Okay. So we're gonna have to spell something. We don't know what yet. I'm not gonna. I don't know what we have to do yet. But we know that there's a barn. A very cute barn, all things considered. And we know we're gonna have to find some words. So let's just keep it. Oh, there's another bridge. I don't think I saw this one on the way here. Stone bridge. Wait a second. Okay. I'm just getting my bearings on how we get around here. So we can walk almost everywhere. Except. Okay, we can only walk to 3 places, but we can drive everywhere else. So I say let's just get back in there and do a little more talking.
So, is Emily all right?
Someone stole her mother's jewelry.
What?
Oh my gosh, we've been gone this whole time and she hasn't talked to Emily once.
Did you happen to see anyone go upstairs during all the commotion that the fire caused?
No. You mean someone stole it while everybody was rushing around trying to put out the fire? Hypers! If you can't trust a fireman, who can you trust?
Why would the fireman go all the way upstairs when the fire is downstairs? We don't I don't think it's far.
Are you sure no one besides you and Emily was in the kitchen this morning?
Positive. Well, I suppose someone could have snuck in the back door. Are you saying someone caused that fire on purpose? To distract us?
You know, I'm not pointing fingers, but I'm starting to think maybe
It's
her.
possible, don't you think?
But I'm the only one who knew she had that jewelry.
Exactly.
Well, it's not quite true. When Gloria was alive, she could have told people about it, or people may have seen her wearing it. And when she died,
Everybody's
they knew the
dead,
jewelry
Gloria's
had to
dead,
be around here
Josiah's
somewhere,
dead.
right?
Does anyone in particular come to mind?
Sorry,
We
it's
all
been hard
always
enough
thought
getting to know
fire.
Emily, let alone anyone else in this backwater burg. Well, guess I better go call the sheriff.
And she hasn't even called the sheriff yet. We've literally gone to the bank, gone to Teletubbies, whatever, Tubby telegrams. We've talked to the psychic. We've even done all his tests, and she still hasn't called the police or talked to Emily.
Where did that barred bounce game that's in the
Not very
parlor
good
come
area.
from? Do you know?
I know it's just.
Emily
the
says
gameplay, but
Josiah
still.
Crowley brought it in one day and just left it. Said it was so guests, as in him, would have something to do while they waited for a table.
She has a little dot too. Do you think that she's that woman from the photo, the hat photo?
What was Emily's mom's middle name?
Maybe like
Do
her
you
mom.
remember?
Of course I do. It was... Oh, piffle. It's right on the tip of my tongue. It was... it'll pop into this feeble brain of mine one of these days. Why don't you just go ask Emily?
Have you met Richard Topham?
Yeah, I've had the displeasure of meeting that quack.
I bet she didn't pass his test, and that's why she doesn't like him.
You don't think he can help people develop their psychic powers?
The only thing he's good at is separating little old ladies and dim-witted rubes from their hard-earned cash. In fact, he came over while they were putting out the fire today. Asked me who you were, and I was so frazzled at the time, I told him. I don't usually give that crackpot the time of day.
Okay, these people have some problems
Josiah
with each
Crowley
other.
seemed to think he was legit.
Like that circus fella said, there's a sucker born every minute. Me? I think ESP is a lot of J-U-N-K.
Well, I'll talk to you later.
Some nasty
Don't take
side
any
to her,
wooden
too.
nickels.
Oh boy. Okay, let's just go talk to Emily, see what she's got to say. You know, exhaust all this conversation. Seems to be the only way you can get into the actual game.
Hi, Nancy.
Oh man, she wants to talk a lot.
What was your mother's middle name?
Lois. Why?
Oh,
Lois.
just curious.
Do you think Nancy's gonna write it down in her book, or I have to write it down? I think. Okay. I'll write it down just in case. I feel like that's an important one.
Did Josiah ever say anything about hiding
She
his
doesn't
will
write it down in her
somewhere?
notebook. I don't know how
No,
people play
but
this
he was
game.
always hiding stuff. I know because he was always writing reminders to himself about how to find it. But whenever the subject of his will came up, he'd just say he was happy knowing we were going to be happy when he passed on. Time will tell. That's all he'd say.
Is the clock in the parlor the one Josiah gave you?
Yes, I don't know why he gave it to us. It's never worked, and nobody can open it to find out why.
Do you have any idea where Josiah may have hidden a safe deposit box key?
He could have hidden it anywhere. He always said his favorite hiding place was right under people's noses.
I'll be back in a little bit.
Okay.
Alright, let's just see if she wrote that down in her book. Alright. You know what? I'm gonna cross it off my little notepad. They're just sticky notes, but I think we're actually okay. We might not have to write anything down this game. I remember when I used to play this game, that would be everything. I'd have pages of all these notes. Half of them wouldn't be relevant to the game at all. But it was just how I knew how to play. And especially because we're not playing within a checklist, we have to remember what we have to do. And sometimes you'll play the game, stop. Maybe a few days later you'll come back and then you forget what you're doing. So I learned the hard way to just write things down. But it doesn't seem to be the case this time around. You know, we're slightly seasoned because we have played this. It was a long time ago, but it was fun. So despite all the complaining about the talking, you know, it's a good game. I like it a lot. And I didn't realize this before because once you have that game, it's called Hard Bounce. Maybe let's go try it once more because we do have some money still. I think I know what has to be done this time. We're gonna get that blue one in there first. One down. Okay. Next. Let's try the yellow. Oh, is that a good idea? No. Let's just try it. This time we got 2 down. Oh, I don't even know. Okay, I do know. Wait a second, yeah. Oh, no. It's a good thing it's not like you have a certain amount of moves you have to do, and you just have to do it. I see now, though. I'm actually surprised that this is the senior level. Because look, 3? Oh yeah, we got it. We got 4 boxes. Keen. Oh, that was one of the clues, right? The book is all the way back in that guy's house. I am writing a few things down. I'm writing that down. I'm pretty sure it said something about the game. Or maybe that's called Barred Bounce. Or that you have to pay a stupid 5 cents every time you want to play the game. Luckily, we only have to play twice, 10 cents. But we are down to 3.35, so we're gonna have to probably take that Telegram guy up on his offer to employ us. You know, I'm gonna save the game again. I'm always so worried after you do something big that the game is just gonna crash or something's gonna happen. We don't want that. Hey, so we got one game down. I feel like that room is just done now. We got the clock, we got the mirror out of the clock. We got the horse information for whatever that's for. We got the Keen game, Barred Bounce. And one more thing I want to check out is they said that there's like a mini putt outside. I have a feeling he said it was, I think he said it was outside here. But now I just need to see where we can go. The arrow only points in one direction. We must have passed. Okay.
Oh, a miniature golf course. Swell.
Look at this. Okay, if there was a miniature golf course in my backyard, I'd be there all the time. Look how cool that is. The golf zone. What's this? Oh, it's not really golf. It's like the color, to find all the color coding within a certain amount of tries. I've seen a game like this before. Okay, if a stick has a flag, it means that one ball and one color is correct. If it's just a stick, it means that it's the right color, wrong position. No stick means it's just, we're just wrong. Okay, it is free. Thank goodness we don't have to pay for this game because I'm pretty awful. But I think I learned a trick where you just put the same color. I don't know if this is going to work, but let's just try to do it. Okay, so there's one yellow ball in one of those 4 columns. I know that much. So now let's just try it, just see which position. Okay, so there's a red ball and a yellow ball. Let's just move the yellow one just to see if it changes anything. Green. Okay, so the red and the yellow. I have a feeling the yellow one's right because we had it right 2 times and then it was wrong because we moved it. And then the green is wrong, so we'll just try the next color. 3 colors, okay, we have 3 of the right colors. Now we just need to figure out the order. And so the yellow one didn't go there, so the yellow one maybe the yellow one's here. The red one of the red ones was in the correct position, so we'll try there. And then we have the right color, but not the right position for the blue. I just put an orange one there, try it out. Okay, we have the 4 colors that we need. There's 4 sticks. 4 colors are correct. only one is in the right position. This is hard. Okay. Let's see. We had one in the right position. Maybe this one. One in the right position. Okay, let's just try this up. So we have yellow. In here we had one in the right position. And it must have been a red one because the yellow one was here. But the red one wasn't right when it was here. Maybe, I don't think it was right when it was here. Does this make sense? Am I doing this right? Oh boy. But the blue one was wrong here. It was wrong here. Wait a second. So it must go there, right? And the orange one will go here, and then the red one will go here. Oh no! We only have 2 more tries. Okay. No, so the blue one's wrong. So we'll try the yellow again. I think I'm getting this right? Yellow. No. Yeah. No. Because the red doesn't go here. The red doesn't go here. The red doesn't go here. Okay, so the red has to go here. Whew, this is hard. But we got 2 tries left to get this right. The blue one wasn't in the right position here or here. Maybe it was right here. Maybe. Yellow one wasn't right. So the yellow doesn't go there. It has to go either here or here. Okay, I think we got this. And then let's just play it through our heads for a second. No! Because the blue can't go here or here. So the blue either goes at the top or the middle. The orange wasn't right there. We don't know if it was right there. Oh no, I might be messing this up. Yes! Oh, I don't like these puzzles, they're so hard. Okay, the moon in the sky was once, okay. Everything's highlighted. I'm gonna write this down because I don't know if Nancy is this, intuitive. So we got, the moon in the sky was once, or 2, say. Next one we got is 4, 2. What heat would have if the sun came to be 8? I want to go back. So the dusk came again. The moon rose when it should and said, "Ah, 'tis heaven." 3rd and 7th. So if I have this right, we have 1, 2, 4, 2, 8, 2, 7. If not, we'll come, we'll play again. Yeah, we're saving the game here. We've done a lot. We've got all the bases covered so far. We've done quite a few things. And I'm really excited next time we're going to try out this mini putt. I'm really looking forward to this part of the game. I do remember part of this, and there was some pretty fun, holes to play, so it's like a mini game in the game. So you know what, we're going to call it quits here. But what a fun time. And I can't wait to do it next time too. So we're gonna double check that we saved the game. Oh, perfect. That's amazing. Well, until next time, second chances were not used at all this game. No second chances, but I'm sure they're coming. Who knows when there's another fire gonna start, or we're gonna get locked or something. We're gonna get locked in a room. Who knows? All I know is those second chances are saviors. So until next time.